Good morning, Clats. I think there's a tornado happening in Mexico. I'm not exactly sure. So I've climbed on the roof of our Airbnb and it straight up looks like there's a tornado happening in Mexico. Oh man. Today's my last day here, by the way. I'm flying to Cuba in a few hours. Look at this, this is crazy. Oh, there's rain starting. All right, so that weird little tornado thing just passed, but now it's clear and just really nice weather. And I'm gonna climb back up on this roof and show you guys what I found up there. Pretty awesome little rooftop. This is the roof over the actual house that we're in, but this thing stretches out for a while. So let's go explore some rooftop, eh? Guys, I convinced Ashley to come up. He's coming on an adventure. We got another one. I want to go up there. There's a little dome thing over there. All right, so I've made it to what I believe is possibly the highest point here that I could really realistically get to. That little dome thing is not going to be accessible unless I had super parkour skills that I could jump across anything, but not with these little chubby boy skills. Alrighty, after that little beautiful afternoon rooftop adventure, I am getting prepared to head off to the bus station back to Cancun. I got a 4.5 hour bus today that's going to be going through the night all the way back to Cancun airport, and then I'm taking off tomorrow morning to Havana. I'm here with the boys and girls. Eric is doing some work at home, but we're going to go get one last drink, maybe a little bit of food before I head off. Alright, so we just came into this bar, and Allison ordered this thing called mezcal, and it comes with a freaking worm on the inside. Look at that. That's a real worm. What the heck?
How do you think I keep my trim figure tall?
Allison, what's it gonna be? You eating the worm?
Look at that stupid thing. Look at him.
Ladies and gentlemen, Allison is going to swallow the worm. Bye guys, we'll see you in Havana. I love you a long time. All right, it's time for this boy to call an Uber and get taken to this bus station. You might be wondering how are you gonna get to Cancun and get on your flight by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning when it's a 4-hour drive. I'm gonna explain exactly what I'm doing right now. There's this bus company called ΔWΔY buses that do more of the touristy. They're called first class buses in Mexico. So there's first class buses and second class buses. Second class buses are basically no guaranteed seats, so you could be standing the entire ride. First class buses, you have to pay a little extra, but you got a guaranteed seat on a very nice bus. So essentially, I'm going to be hopping on one of those instead of paying for hostel tonight, 4.5 hours, which will put me in the airport at approximately 4 to 5 a.m. And then I just gotta wait out about 3 hours, maybe a little less with boarding time and stuff till I get on my flight. And then we're good to go. We'll be in Havana. All right, so I'm here in the bus station in Merida, which is also known as the ΔWΔY bus station, like I mentioned before. And one thing I forgot to mention is you actually can't book tickets online in Mexico. You have to come in person and get it done here. Guys, this situation somehow got really messed up for me. I'm screwed. So I tried going to the bus station to buy a ticket, but the tickets aren't available. You can't buy them in advance, and so you have to come to the station on time to buy the ticket. So I came on time, and there were supposed to be 3 more buses leaving, but I get there and they're all filled up, and they're not selling any till 4 a.m. My flight to Havana is at 8:10. There's no buses, and when I try to go to the second class station to get a bus, they just literally started laughing at me. I don't know what to do. There's no way I can get there right now. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. I'm gonna miss this flight. It's gonna be the first flight I've ever missed.
Thank you very much for calling. My name is Brian. How can I help you today?
Hi Brian. I'm going to miss my flight today. I need to make a change to another flight.
Thank you very much for calling today. My name is Chantal. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh man. Alright, well, it's 8:02 Friday morning. That means my flight to Cuba has just taken off and I have missed it. I'm gonna be honest, I feel like crap and it's really hard to hold your cool in a situation like that. Didn't do a good job at it last night. I got very stressed out. I sat on the phone with them for upwards to an hour and figured the whole thing out. I had to pay the difference for a flight tomorrow. I kind of partially blame myself for not expecting something like this with the Mexican bus system because we kind of experienced something like this before. Ashley's made a beautiful breakfast. Thank you, Ashley. This is gonna feel good to do, to just chill. I'm gonna try to treat the rest of the day today just like a normal day and just keep it positive and forget that this happened. Like I mentioned earlier, we're just gonna treat this as a normal day. We're heading off to do some kind of tour with the person who runs the Airbnb here in the city of Merida. Keeping it positive, ladies and gentlemen. We're not gonna let this hang us down. And we're getting a tour of Laurel's house right now. She's here from New York. And you can actually rent this house. Guys, how incredible is this place? Woo! It's woo incredible. That's how incredible it is.
Actually, one of the things that we did find out that we thought was interesting is the place that we were staying in. It's like somebody owns that and they live in it and they rent it out, and that's what she does here. So that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really, really nice. This house is beautiful. And wait till I take you guys back here. But this is the design that I am in love with. Like when I have a house in the future, this is what I want. I want a little outdoor section like this. No way. I gotta see, because you're saying her dogs go in here and they can travel underground here. A freaking cenote in a backyard, that's nuts. All right.
Let you two fellas go.
We're going in the cave. Coming on in.
Bit by a tarantula.
Probably higher than being out here, that's for sure.
I don't see too many snakes.
Imagine renting a house that has a freaking cave. Okay, I gotta go in there.
They're both deathly afraid of spiders.
There are no big spiders here. You're okay.
Wow.
The only ones I see are those. This is so cool.
What the heck?
Oh, this is so creepy.
Dude, imagine renting a house like this.
Yeah. This is a selling point for me. This is just cool.
Yeah. I mentioned links to all these properties will be down below in the description. So if you're interested in staying in a place like this, I'm telling you guys, Mexico, when it comes to the prices of everything, I don't want to have to keep saying it's cheap, but you know, it could be well worth the cash that you would spend in other countries. Well, Ashley just discovered the most amazing shower in the universe. Look at that.
So fresh. I love it.
And you know what? Because Mexico doesn't really have a winter, this works year round. Alrighty, house number 1 down, off to the next. All right, pulling into our next house. Casa
Teresita.
There we are. It means little terrace, because this house has a little terrace. Guys, this one is amazing. Oh my goodness. This one just took the cake, I think. That's nuts.
Yeah, it's just concrete.
Fantastic kitchen. Amazing. And he was telling us a little story about how a lot of the tiles from the houses like these and these came from Europe back in the day when they used to ship goods out of Merida to Europe. They would bring back tons of tiles and they didn't really have any value. And then eventually, because they stacked up so much, the Mexicans started using them while building their houses. And now they're all over the place. And they really add to the color and the design of these houses. All right, that was a beautiful house. Off to the next one. Guys, look, we're right in front of the new house. And there's a sign for Kobe School Musical. And the lead role is Chuki Chuki. Oh, I love these bed sheets. It's like a quilt. All right, second story, baby. Hey, look at this. It's Chuki Chuki once again. I have no idea what Eric is doing here. Is this a new thing? So remember how last night I was mentioning there's two types of buses in Mexico, one a second class, one a first class? Well, we're about to go on a 6 hour bus to Cancun. How do you feel about that?
I'm not happy about it. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't like this bus station, quite frankly. I hate this bus station, and they don't like me at all. We've made it. We're on our way to Cancun. Guys, we made it to Cancun. Mission complete. That was an 8-hour bus ride. Is it in focus? It was 8 hours. All right, guys, so we just checked into this cool Airbnb hostel-like thing here in Cancun. This is the end of our last day here in the Yucatan. We're heading off tomorrow to Havana, Cuba, which I'm super excited for. The videos from there are going to be freaking epic. So make sure you keep an eye out. And if you're new here, subscribe. If you like this video, turn on that little notification button so I can follow you every time I make a new video. I could come and chase you down. And if you want to maybe support my Patreon, I got cool rewards down there. So make sure you check them out. And I'll see you guys next time. I love you a long time. Good night, class.